Good day and welcome back to another Legends video. In this video we are going to take a look at the other full power event. So this is the full power battle versus Toppo. Very similar to the one against Jiren. Basically you have Vegeta's family, Rival Universe Saga as your secondary category. You have Extreme Yellow as your third category, and you have Event Exclusive as your fourth one. So there is some crossover between the two events. They're both obviously purple. It's still pretty damn tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's as rough as Jiren. In fact, this one kind of feels a bit weirder, and I'll explain why when we take on the stage. But yeah, it's this one is definitely very tough. Same as Jiren, so you are going to need to work on your units. Remember to soul boost them, Zenkai them if possible. Equipment will be a good factor as well. So yeah, this is definitely going to be quite rough. As you can see, we're going to start off here. Toppo doesn't seem as bad as Jiren in first glance. You can actually do quite a lot of damage to him before he triggers his burst phase. Especially if you do the Rising Rush, you'll do quite a good chunk of damage to him overall. Like, I don't know, these fights are pretty tough. They're enjoyable though, I do quite like them, but they are pretty tough, they're pretty challenging, and so if you're a new player and you're struggling to beat them, don't hold yourself down. Remember the Rising Rush here, you want to obviously match the direction of the arrows, and then that's going to trigger quite a lot of damage actually. We can get him down to pretty much below around the 20s. This is where things start to get a little bit wonky, because so Toppo does his first barrier. Remember to evade, which I've been getting better at, as you can see. It always goes back, forwards, and then back. So I've been getting a lot better at evading, which is pretty good. The big issue is this, the barrier. So the barrier here is a massive problem. Toppo's one, pretty strong. Pretty damn strong. Seems like it's stronger than Jiren's. I don't know if that's something I can confirm or not, but it definitely feels like it takes a lot more damage than Jiren's does. Especially considering that my Toppo team is actually just better than my Jiren team by quite a bit. So it does seem to not take that much damage, which is not great, I will admit. But also it's very difficult because you kind of want the rapid key burst attack, and you want the physical attack, and you want to use those to try and burst his barrier. If you can't, it's a big issue. And also during this very brief window, you want to try and hit him with another Rising Rush if you're underpowered. That's the thing. If you're underpowered like I am, your windows to beat the stage are very small, because your units will take a lot of damage, they won't dish out enough damage, and so you end up with very small windows where you literally have to have the perfect lineup. You have to be able to get a very early Rising Rush, you need to be able to hit the Rising Rush, you need to have both of these special cards, the special physical card and the special key card, both drop so that you can hit him with it during his barrier. And then you need to be able to hit another Rising Rush as quickly as possible. If you don't get the barrier done, you need to be able to hit that Rising Rush as quickly as possible so that you can dish out appropriate damage. So it's quite intense, and we'll try again. But yeah, it's definitely quite a challenging stage overall. I noticed, or at least it seems, that Toppo's barrier, his second barrier, comes up a lot faster than Jiren's, but Toppo doesn't have a heal. So to compensate for the big heal that Jiren has, at least in the attempts I've done on Toppo, I've never seen him heal. To compensate for the big heal that Jiren gets or has from his abilities, it seems like Toppo just quite more easily activates his second barrier, I guess is the best way to put it. Like Toppo, you'll see here, we basically activate his barrier, then we essentially like take him out, and then he gets his next barrier straight away, which is pretty crazy. like his barrier uptime is pretty high between the two phases. So that seems to be Toppo's thing. I can't really say for sure. I honestly don't know. At least they don't detail what it is. So you see here again, we do well, we get the damage going. He'll now activate his barrier, which he'll do. We're going to evade, so you can see I get my evasions, which I've been getting better at. Didn't take too much there. Now he activates his barrier. Now the problem is we don't have the correct skill cards. Like I said, you want the physical one and you want the key one so that you can do enough damage to break the barrier. We don't seem to have that, which is obviously a little bit of an issue. So yeah, and like I say, it's very much a, like, when you're underpowered, it's a very close kind of like attempt. Like you have to really kind of push as best you can, and you're gonna need really good circumstances to get like all of these things going. You're not just gonna be able to beat it so easily or anything like that. So it is very, very intense. You also need to save your ultimate skills as well. There's like a whole bunch you need to do to really get the barrier down in time when you're underpowered. And that's what I find to be the roughest situation. And again, you can see here, I mean, we just got rid of the barrier. Now the barrier is back up. And we're about to hit a Rising Rush as well, which probably would have won us, if not got us pretty close to winning the stage. So you can definitely do it, but it is quite challenging. Like I say, it's not, you know, for everyone. You need to soul boost your characters. You need to level your characters. You need to work on your equipment. So if you want to beat these stages, even just the lowest difficulty, which is what we're doing, you really need to just, like, how can I say, you really need to just try and either A, get perfect conditions, but you're just going to have to try and work on your team as much as possible. That's going to help you out the most overall. Obviously, it's a bit of a shame if you can't get it done, but it's okay. You know, I'm sure these events will come back in future. They are just currently testing them out. They are for free-to-play unit energy right now, so I wouldn't be too concerned. It's for free-to-play Z-Power. But yeah, just keep trying, and eventually those perfect conditions will come across. As long as you're getting close, you can tweak a couple of things, improve a couple of things. Every little bit of percentage will help you out in the end. So yeah, that's the Toppo one done. And yeah, I'll see if I can take on the next difficulty or try and push my teams and try and come up with like a foolproof free-to-play strategy, but it is quite challenging. So remember also that comrades, like team, like friends and that are very important. So try and get some that have some really nice friends out there. That is going to help you. It can add up to quite a bit, to like almost 500,000, over 500,000 power. So you're definitely going to want to get that. It does add a very serious chunk of power to your team, and it will help you quite a bit. So make sure you do that, and you should be able to give it a really, really good attempt. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. So yeah, if you're enjoying the videos, leave a like on it. If you have any queries or comments, put them down below and I'll try and answer them. But that's going to be it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, take care and bye.